Fortunately, YouTube will never know. My shameful secret. Great weekend. This is the first time I've ever taken like 2 days off in a row in like in a non-vacation context in probably like 6 years. It was great. It was very relaxed. Friday night, I went to it worked out. I didn't get a kidney stolen. Oh, let's double check the audio. I went to the new Limpini boxing stadium. And the guy said he was going to get me tickets, and he did. Did I fight? I was twice the age and at least 2 to 3 times the body fat percentage of everyone that fought. Did I buy a shirt at the arena? It was 1,000 baht, which really gave me pause. Not that 1,000 baht is a lot of money by US standards, but yeah, by Thai standards, you know, you get a t-shirt for 100 baht. So I'm gonna have to warm up to it. So one of the YouTube viewers messaged me like a week ago, and he was like, "Hey, I'm fighting." And I was like, "What? Real?" He said, "Yeah, I'm really fighting. Go to the stadium on Friday, check in at the front booth, mention my name, and they'll give you a free ticket." And like, I was like, with this sort of things, like, you're like always 50%, like, I'm gonna get fucked over somehow. But I was like, you know what? I want to go see a match anyways. Worst case scenario, it's 1,000 baht to get in, which is like, I don't know, like 30 bucks. So, showed up, got in the line for the first booth, and I got the ticket, and I sat down, watched a couple fights, watched him fight, and man, I'll tell you, dude, the MMA match, holy crap, dude. That was insane. But let me see if I can get, I want to get the nationalities up. I don't want to dox him. He sounded like he wanted to stay mostly anonymous, which is fair. But he told me he had been watching since he was a child. He's like, I didn't understand armor skills. He said I was fighting Legia Chris with a water weapon. And I was like, wow, that's amazing. So one of the fights, I think one of the fighters got replaced. Don't forget, I wore my Capcom Creator shirt there. I mean, I wore it on purpose. It was one of the last pieces of clothing I had left that was clean. And I thought it was a neat one. So the second fight had a Brazilian and another guy. And the Brazilian was just getting beat up pretty much the whole time from the beginning, you know, like almost immediately. The other guy got him with like a rush, and he was like bleeding from his face. He was constantly knocked down, and the other guy looked like kind of like a dick. Like, you know, you kind of look at someone, I hate to say it. You look at someone, you're like, oh, that guy looks like kind of a bully. He looks like kind of a dick. And so, you know, he was, you know, the guy was always jumping on him, beating him, choking him. And it went like three rounds. And getting towards the end of the third round, the Brazilian just got off this like one wild random kick to the other guy's head. And he was like, whoa. And then the Brazilian went crazy. He started like punching him over and over and over again. And then he got him with like one last punch, and the guy got knocked out just for a little bit, but it was enough for the referee to call the match. That was crazy. I was rooting for the Brazilian, if you guys couldn't tell. It was really amazing. So they all got paid a certain amount of money, but if you won, you got like $10,000 reward, which is like a lot of money. When's my ring debut? I'm like 5 to 10 years past the age when most fighters retire. Right? 40? Oh, it's 350,000 baht now. The dollar's powerful. Should have bet on him? I don't know about gambling. I don't know about gambling in the first place. I mean, maybe I would have bet like 100 baht just for fun. I didn't even know where to go to bet. I posted a picture in the Discord. I'll post it just so you can all see it. There's some 40 plus fighters. Do you think I got it in me? Would they match me up against other 40-year-olds, or would I have to match up against like 21-year-old like roid beasts? Like, how does that? Everyone's posting their YouTube countdown here. All ripped like RFK. I mean, I'm not on any steroids. I would have to go on steroids probably. Looking for that picture. Where's that picture I posted? Well, I know. I mean, look, I've got probably the mindset to fight, but I just don't know that the body is there. I get rocked by some up-and-comers trying to pad their record. I mean, I agree with you. Where the fuck is that picture? I had to crop it and everything. You guys talk too much in general. I gotta like time limit chats here. Am I willing to bite your opponent? I don't think it's legal. Oh, I found it. This was a $3.50 beer. It was like a double pour. So it was like 2 beers in one. I'm so dumb. I always try to drag things to the Citra window rather than to the OBS. Would my signature boot be the Chicho curse? I win by default every time because my opponents are crapping their pants. Cheers. Someone... Yeah, there we go. Thank you. Thank you for posting cheers. No, it was the same beer. It was all Chang beer, whatever it is. It was a good time. Saturday I didn't do too much. I was up really late. Why does the beer hand look photoshopped? It's probably perspective. Because my hand is like really close to the camera. How do I like the open ear headphones? They're very comfortable to me. I don't like things in my ears. I don't mind things on, like, around my ears, but I don't like earbuds inside. Well, you want to claim that's somebody else's hand holding the beer? Those are technically, yeah, conductive headphones. Why does my arm look bizarre in that picture? I don't know, man. It's just a phone picture. I don't know. Do my ears hurt after a while? When I have things in them, the conductive headphones aren't a problem at all. I look good in that pic? Thanks, man. There's like some light artifact on my face and it looks like I've got like cum on my lip or something, but it's, I swear to God, it's just an artifact. Thought it was beer foam? No, it's an artifact of the light. I didn't notice until I said something. Oh, like you guys having a little bit of cum at the MMA fights before. Come on. Why go if you're not getting some steroid cum? So, first match was Jukido. Second match was MMA. Third match was kickboxing. I'm pretty sure it was kickboxing. And it was between like, I think it was between a Japanese guy and a Chinese guy. And like, you hate to say it, but like, you know they got beef. You don't know why they got beef. It's been thousands of years they've got beef. And the Japanese guy was like winning the whole time. And at one point, I don't know if it was a good move or if it was just to show off, but he did like a forward tumble into like an axe kick into the guy's stomach, and the guy was like, oh! Oh! It was like Rolling Thunder, man. The Japanese guy dominated that fight. Eventually, like, the Chinese guy didn't even get knocked out. Most of the fights went to somebody being knocked out. Chinese guy is like, I'm fucking done, man. I'm fucking done. He just like left. He just tapped out. He's like, it's not worth it. I don't want to fight this guy anymore. But you know, I don't know that I blame him. You get your ass kicked. It's like, you're clearly gonna lose. Why do you want to wait until you get a concussion? But like the Muay Thai fights are completely different. One fight, a guy left in like a wheelchair, and then the fight right after that, a guy like went out on a stretcher. He was just like they loaded him up on that like little orange stretcher thing, and they like carried him out. It was brutal. So it's kind of far for me. I'm not gonna go every week, but I'll probably go pretty regularly. Dude, I mean, I've never been to like a live combat sport. I mean, I've been to wrestling before, professional wrestling, but you know, I mean, it's not the same. I mean, those guys are definitely working real hard in professional wrestling. Don't get me wrong. But, I mean, it's not Muay Thai, man. I think out of all of them, I enjoyed the MMA fight the most. I think MMA is the most interesting because you're seeing the widest variety of techniques and stuff. It's very, very entertaining to watch. I think we were fighting a Monoblos. Do I even want to upgrade this? I don't know that we need to. Well, I start doing MMA. Just because I like watching it doesn't mean I want to do it. It's not like, oh, it's time to go in. Dude, I get one hit wrong and like I'm out. That's it. MMA can be exciting, but also the most boring. And maybe I just saw a really good match. That might be it. I'm looking for Volcanic Hollow. So we got to do Powder Stone? Maybe what we'll do is we'll just plan on doing the subquest and then we'll mine. That makes sense to me. Because we got to get some way in there anyways. No, we'll mine first, see if we get that fire cell stone. That's the smart thing to do. You booted up Rise, you love Luna. Oh, Lunagoron against Longsword. I see. I thought you were talking about Lunastral. Like, what are you talking about? Alright, so fire cell. We need bugs and fire cell. Okay. But yeah, I mean, for a good time, I could definitely recommend those one combat streams. Very entertaining. Saturday, I didn't do too much. Like I said, I was mostly recovering. Did I change my camera? You know, until we get to a permanent setup, things are going to look a little different lighting-wise. Even when I get into the new setup, it's going to be different lighting size. I do not want to open the curtains. It's just turning daylight. And then Sunday, I spent basically... Oops. I spent all day watching Arcane Season 2. Woo, man! That is a good season of content. I know it's not for everyone. But, it's rare that a Season 2 really surpasses a Season 1. But I would say Season 2 is better than Season 1. No, it's not Riot slot, man. You gotta take that mindset out of your head. Now, you may not want to support Riot or Tencent or whatever, and I respect it. I do respect it. But, the animation is better. You know, there's a lot less time introducing characters, right? A lot of season 1, they have to make sure that, you know, who are these people? What are they doing? What are their motivations? And they're just able to, like, expand and all that, so. Yeah, you might want to play League afterwards, and, like, don't do that. Although, I mean, I'm surprised they haven't created, like, a fully single-player version of League. I know that you could do, like, play against bots. No, you don't need to know or care about League of Legends at all. While celebrating Thanksgiving while in Thailand? I'm not going to celebrate Thanksgiving. I don't care about that. What do I care? I'll be celebrating that I'm not in the United States. I'll be celebrating that part. Can I celebrate that part? Yeah, so I mean, all I'm trying to say is it may feel fashionable or hip or whatever to like try to hate on League, but it really is good content. I don't know if they serve turkey out here. I mean, I guess if you desperately wanted one, there's probably some guy out somewhere farming turkey. No, I mean, I'm pretty much locked into what I eat every day, except for dinner. But I've got a place nearby, and I could show up with, like, less than $2 and get a nice meal every single time, man. It's so great. Taiwan is a turkey thing? I got sent an ad yesterday for that cafe we went to, Noxella, because I was online, and they were like, why don't you get some more bread inside bread? Those of you that don't know, Taiwan has a, I don't want to call it a delicacy because it's kind of silly to call it a delicacy. But they have a sandwich that is literally like sticks of fried bread that they then put inside bread. And you eat the fried bread. Have I tried any curries over there? This is where I'm going to start really pissing people off. And like, it's deliberate. So I've had Japanese curry at the Mega Bangna. And I've had Indian curry at, was it Central? I think I had it at Central. But I have not yet had any Thai curry yet. That's because, you know, when I'm going to places, a lot of the places that I like to eat at just aren't serving curry. Yeah, I mean, I get a lot of fried noodles. I get a lot of fried rice. I get a lot of meat and rice. Don't get me wrong, I like curry. Just haven't found the right place yet. My favorite curry, though, and I mean, I've had Thai curry before. I mean, I just like the Indian curry. I live in Asia now. Well, I'm here for a while, yeah. You only get fried rice in it. I got fried rice once. I've gotten plenty of noodles, but I've only gotten the fried rice once. You guys want to see the picture of the fried rice? This is what I had last night. I mean, you can't stop me. I'm going to show it to you anyways. No, this, let me change. I want to change the color of the lighting. There we go. Actually, I don't know if that's better. Ah! Feels bright. There we go. That looks a little bit better. Where did I post it? Right here? This was $1? $1.70? It came with soup. Just imagine the soup in your head. I get the fried egg every time, guys. Every time I get it. Why wouldn't you? AT Valcana can be hard without... Zoom in more? What do you want me to zoom in on?
Haven't beat it yet, but that fight is tough.
Yeah, you're probably going to want, like, guard up. Want to see every drop of oil? Okay, let me see what I can do. It wasn't that oily. I mean, it was fried rice. There was tomato in there. I know you can't see it, but there's tomato, it's pork. I think there's basil in there. Fried egg with my egg. The hardest part about this is they open at 9 a.m. They don't open for breakfast. They hide the tomatoes from chat. Speaking of tomatoes, there's like a street dog that lives in front of the 7-Eleven I go to. And yesterday I saw somebody had put out a little bowl of diced tomatoes for him, and I thought that was very nice. I don't know that dogs like tomatoes, but I'm sure it was better than nothing for the dog. Give him an egg? Oh, he would love an egg. I was a little bit of a good Samaritan. On Friday, the same thing happened twice. So I was buying a apple soda because I'm like, I wonder what an apple soda tastes like. And the guy behind me dropped a 20-baht bill. Not even $1. But I was like, hey, buddy, you dropped your 20-baht bill. And then I went to the MMA match. Same night. Literally hours later. Another guy walked right past in front of me, dropped another 20-baht bill. I was like, what the fuck? Am I being tested? Is there an alien observer on me right now? What is going on? Gave it back to that guy, too. Unlucky, I want you to know the Brazilian at the fight match on Friday won. 2 coincidences? It was a coincidence. But you gotta admit, it's a little weird. Test my morality. He was losing most of the time, but then he kicked the other guy in the head. You know what he looked like? From a distance, he almost looked like Rufio. He had like a similar haircut. You know Rufio from Hook? Let's see if I can get his picture. Okay, never mind. He didn't look anything like Rufio. I'm looking at Rufio now and I'm like, wait, he didn't look anything like that. Well, the hair is, it was tall. I was looking. My mental image of Rufio was different than this. It's been a while. I'll show you his real picture in a second. The other guy had like the other guy had cooler hair. He had like it wasn't quite a mohawk. I'm gonna see if I can get his picture. I'll just show you the full title card of that match. This was the best match. Yeah, I mean he was on his back foot the entire time, man. But he was able to kick Elias in the head and come out with the victory. Yeah, you want to root for the Brazilian. Because he's like almost like, he's like cute in a way. The other guy just looks mean. the other guy looked even meaner in person. I would root for Brazil either way. What makes Brazilians good at MMA, Pelican Pubes? Is it just like really popular over there? Please, hello. I don't know if it's accurate or not. I mean, obviously you think about capoeira, but I can't imagine that's a very active sport over there. But then again, that was what won the guy the match. The wild kick off of his back. Being raised in a PvP zone? Can any Brazilians confirm whether or not growing up in Brazil is a PvP zone? Is it like having a permanent cracked red eye stone going on? Well, like I said, for all the winners of the fights, they won essentially $10,000. I do not know the story behind capoeira at all. I knew some people that trained it in college. Most of Latin America is a PK freeze. Ah, they were training it. Capoeira was a way of training martial arts where they could disguise it as just dancing, dude. That's so cool. Well, it worked out really, really well for the other guy, man. You want to see me do capoeira? Only be able to train MMA. It's not even really a criticism. The only thing about seeing the fight, going to the fight thing, was, you know, it started off with Chiquito, and then it went to MMA, and then it went to kickboxing. But then it was just like Muay Thai fight after Muay Thai fight. You're gonna take the second job? Okay, good, please. And it's like, after you've seen 3 of the same type of fight, you know, it's not that it's the same, it's still exciting, but I wish it was just like different fights the whole night. Do I still have things up on the screen? No? What are you guys talking about? What do you... We'll have fun. And so it seems like I finally got a condo sorted out. I put a deposit down. It was surprisingly not hard. If you got... There's a banking service / website called Wise that makes it pretty painless to transfer money into another person's account, no matter the country. Now, I was trying to set up a bank account in Thailand, but until you've got a residence permit, they don't want to fuck with you. It's cheaper than anything else I've seen, Noxilla. I mean, what's the alternative? Walk to their bank with cash? Yeah, either walk to the bank with cash, or you could maybe try and do an international wire. But, you know, a wire is $25. At least that's what it costs me. This was a lot cheaper. I think I paid like $11. I'll show us your Thailand setup a little. I might show it to you, yeah. I'm not there yet. I'm gonna move in, I think December 3rd is when my lease should start. It's gonna be $450 a month, which is pretty good by an American standard. That is roughly the amount of money I paid for a 1-bedroom apartment in a really dumpy area in 2006. Can you imagine? And that was like on top of like a toxic waste dump. I'm pretty sure it was a toxic waste dump. How many beds does it have? It has one large bed, and it has one large couch. And it has one large desk to work from. The desk is a little, like, worn down a little bit. And it's got a gamer chair that is also a little worn down. But, you know, they're both in there. So I might just use them for a little while rather than replace them. It is kind of convenient. I do not need to buy a couch. The couch that's in there looks very comfy, especially considered to the way most couches are out here. And, like, you know I'm your guy. I'm Johnny 5 couches, so, you know. I know a good couch when I see him. I mean, it's hard to say, Unlucky, you know. How many couches have I personally bought? 3? You can get a very nice couch for $1,000. You can get an extremely nice couch for $1,000. They've got, I mean, if I have one point of criticism, is there is a lot of really fucked up apartment designs and furniture designs. Like the place I'm staying now, it has a couch and it only has one armrest. Like, is that just trying to put style over function? Cursed Rich. That was just for you to stay, Rundy. Or for somebody on an insane budget if they only had $100 a month. I found a very nice place for 9,000 baht, which is like $200 a month. I mean, it's nice enough. It's super nice for $200. Almost half of the price of what I'm paying. It looks like it should be an L-shaped couch. The thing is I've looked at other condos in the building, and they all have the same couch. Like, it is by design, like a weird couch. My thing is like, they keep making these condo buildings, and then as soon as they're done building one building, they build another one, even before all the other units are rented out. And part of the issue is like they're all small condos because they want to have more investors. But they really got to make the units bigger. Yeah, I'd say 40 square meters for most Westerners is like as small as you can get before you're like, what the hell is going on here? I live in a dorm room. I found one place that had, it wasn't even really a couch. It was like a bench. It was like a bench with cushions on it. Now that one was in a cheaper place, so I don't necessarily begrudge that. But again, just like a weird style. And also not that dissimilar from China. Some of the beds are insanely hard here. Not all of them, but some of them, they're like designed for like a Buddhist monk or something. Some sort of like mental rigorous training or something. Like I want to sleep on the floor without sleeping on the floor style. They say it's good for your back. You know, you know what? I do kind of believe it. I believe that having a hard surface is probably better for your body overall than a soft surface. At least too soft of a surface. It gives your body support. Alright, you know what? I think we'll deliver the powder stone. I shouldn't have killed the... Never mind. Fuck it. Oh, wait. You gonna save me? No, I'll just do it. I finally figured out the secret behind the stamps, by the way. They're not to be traded in for a Doraemon pillow. They were actually money. They're like rebates at the 7-Eleven. I did use them. I used them yesterday to get a bottle of water, and I used them today to get a discount on my breakfast. I knew a kid in middle school that had a waterbed. And I think waterbeds are like one of those things that's like really cool to see one and really cool to sit on, but holy shit, they must destroy your back. The head is the most important, I think. Oh, yeah. I like the way the helmet looks, too. No, I don't think I've ever slept on a waterbed. They kept trying to make it sexual. I remember that too. And it's like what is it? What are we trying to accomplish here? You know what I mean? It's like, oh, you know what? Maybe we could do enough. Maybe we'll just do the gathering. I can just do the gathering set. Let's see here. I mean, you certainly wouldn't want to have sex on a... You wouldn't want to own a waterbed. And then, like, would you want to have sex on a waterbed at, like a hotel? You know? What am I trying to do here? Brain warning. Is that a proposition? What if it is? We almost have Gathering +2? I see. Did you own a waterbed before? There's Silvers? Okay, now I know what I was doing. Nice. Fourth grade for a week because you begged for it? Oh my god. Were your parents like, that's a mistake the whole time? Trade Agalo. Oh, that's so quiet. Alright. Do we even need Speed Gathering Plus? I guess we do. Alright, in this case, we're going to go ahead and we will deliver the Powder Stone. It was so bad you popped it on purpose? Oh my god. That's brutal. Just trying to get out of it. What do you think the refund policies are like on waterbeds? I bet they're like no refunds. I bet they're like, nope. Was none. Oof. Did I not buy? Oh, there they are. Kiddie pool in a bed shape. Sounds awful. No, I mean, I've been losing weight still, Chaos. I've been eating good, and I've been walking, like, I don't know, at least 3 miles a day. It's been great. Dude, maybe the Goofy movie was secretly just advertising for waterbeds. Do you think Disney had, like, a stake in them? 4 miles every morning? That's great. The Nikes I recommended a couple of years ago are destroyed. Yeah, you need to get you get more. I've been loving. I've got a pair of slip-on Skechers that I've been really enjoying because it's nice to just go out and like just like my shoes are on my feet now. Now they're on. We're done. The ones I have are maybe like a slightly too big, but they haven't caused any issues. But if I were to get another pair, I would probably size them down one half of a size. But I know they got to be like a little loose because you want to slip your feet into them. Hokas? What's a Hoka? Slip-ons? Rakera, hello. Walking running shoe? Do they have laces? I want ones where I can just put them on my feet and I don't gotta tie anything. I'm done with tying shoes. I've given up on that. They slip on? Okay. You know what? I'm almost at the age I would consider Velcro. I would think about it. It's like I'm not even 100% against the idea. You know, we do need to get rare scarabs, but we can probably get rare scarabs anywhere. Trying to think where else I can get bugs here. Yeah, I don't like contacts for that reason, Rockero. If they were as easy as putting on glasses, everybody would use them. Looking cute. Thanks, man. Should be getting a little bit of a tan, probably. Probably by this point. I'm trying not to go outside too much before 4 p.m. to avoid peak UV rays. Which I know sounds kind of like unhinged and American Psycho-like, but no, you don't want to get skin damage. You want to be careful. You know, we fucked over the ozone. Where's the bug? Look out. UV is good for you. Well, I already know you're one of, like, the dumber YouTube chatters. You don't gotta, like, rub it in. You don't gotta be like, wait, hold my beer. Let me show you how much of a fucking dumbass I am. Like, I get it already. I mean, a little bit of sun in moderation is okay to help you get some vitamin D, but I don't think there's any amount of UV radiation that will ever be good for your skin specifically. Ever. Alright, I don't know where bugs are. Maybe there just aren't any on this map, and that's fine. Remember listening to my For You VODs a while back? Enjoy some more. I mean, out here, you see some people midday, they've got, like, basically full-on, what do you call them, baklavas? Covering their face because they're like, I don't want to get my face fucking nuked by the sun. They look like insane. Like, we always assume anyone wearing one of those is up to no good, but I don't blame them. I don't know if I should ban them or not. I know how vitamin D is made. You want to know how else you get vitamin D? Through food. And you can still get some sun, you just want to get it like when you're not at full UV exposure. That's all I'm saying. I'm not gonna kill them. Not yet. But they're on my list. You know, there might be something to the perennial sunning, though. How do you know it doesn't work if you've never tried it? Well, usually, I mean, at least in the US, they put vitamin D in the milk, don't they? Don't they, like, supplement it? You don't like that he called me son? Oh, yeah, alright, yeah, I'll ban him. I think he's already banned from Twitch chat anyways. It's YouTube chat, nothing lost. I enjoy the hyper-moderated YouTube chat because basically every week, YouTube chat just gets, like, better. It's almost like, I hate to say it, like, from a ratio perspective, almost perfect chatters. Because anyone that slightly annoys me, I just ban them. It really is, like, if you find yourself unbanned in YouTube chat, you're one of the the chosen people. Oh, is that true? Does milk have vitamin D naturally? I did not know that. I drink a yogurt drink every morning that I'm pretty sure has got some vitamin D in it. But obviously, I mean, you can't live here without getting sun. But you just want to be careful. You don't want to get, you know. You can at least for me, I check the Apple weather app, and it'll say like what time of day you're going to be getting the most UV, and it's like, hey, be careful before 4 p.m. I mean, at least in the U.S., and I don't know, maybe increasingly more around the world, there has been big issues of vitamin D deficiency across the board. Take a teaspoon of omega-3 and vitamin D every morning. That sounds very healthy. I'm eating salmon every morning now, so I'm assuming that'll get me a decent amount of omega-3s. But I thought, Raquel, I thought the vitamin D in milk was like supplemented. You know what I mean? Like, I thought they added that. If it is naturally occurring, I don't think it's, I think it's, they still supplement it. Hope I had a good time at the arena. I had an amazing time at the arena. The hardest part was, it was a journey. I took the SkyTrain to get there, and it was like an hour long one way. I think they add the extra vitamin D too, Mr. Rune. I mean, probably the healthier the cow, the more vitamin D they make. Like, they eat a lot more of those grass and stuff. Good trip. The only issue was going back. I'd been drinking a lot of water. That dinner for that night, I had like, it was some pork with pepper dish with rice. You know, like in the US, like you'll get something with peppers, and the peppers are basically just there for like color. Like, they're almost like ornamental. These were real ass peppers. So like, you know, I was seeing God as I was eating them. So I drank, I don't know, probably like a liter of water. And then at the stadium, I had 2 beers. So as I was going back, I had to pee very badly. And if there's one downside is in Thailand compared to Japan, you know, they don't have as many public toilets. So, you know, I was probably like 10 to 15 minutes away from being a pee boy. Just going to be real with you. But I got off on a station, and right in front of me was like a luxury hotel. And I walked in, man, it was like one of the fanciest pisses I ever had in my life. There was like two guys like polishing the floor leading down the hallway to the bathroom that had like golden inlaid sinks. What stop was it? It was like 1 or 2 stops after the Victory Monument stop. So, you know, getting close to like especially the touristy section. You know the place? It's a nice hotel. I'm glad they were open. I was trying to come up with strategies, and like, if I have to piss, where can I piss with the least chance of getting in trouble? Every time I thought about pissing, like, well, what if somebody walks around the corner and like, hey, you're pissing on my thing? Why do I always stumble in the fancy rich people rooms? Well, I was not staying there. My room right now is a very normal bathroom. I would say is a very normal bathroom. Rusted Lance, huh? What do you got? Bomb Attack Plus? Have anyone with Bomb Attack? I think I get rid of Norris? I didn't see a couch, no. I wasn't really in the hotel side. I was like, they had like a little shopping area connected to the hotel. They had an escalator. I think I might need more fire cell stones. The toilets were not gold, but the sinks had like some fancy inlay on them. Yeah, I'm not actually pissing in golden toilets. I'm not that bougie. Do the residential areas in Thailand have as much verticality as places like Chongqing? I've never been to Chongqing. However, even out in the suburbs, which is to say like Bang Na, which is slowly, you know, becoming more and more built up. You have high rises. I mean, I'm technically staying in a high rise right now. It's over like 30 stories. I mean, I would consider that a high rise. What would you consider a high rise? They're not as common, but they do exist. Not to dox myself, the place I'm going to is not a high rise. I'm going to be staying in what is considered a low rise. I think is anything below 10 stories. But those are nicer because usually the rooms are a bit larger. You just don't get like the crazy high view, but like, ooh, I mean, I don't really care about that. So, Ron Wheatley, hello. Good evening, good afternoon, actually. I guess. I mean, I don't blame people for wanting to live in tall buildings. I just, you know, I don't want to spend the money to get a large room in a high rise. It's not even remotely worth it to me. When I think about Thailand, it's got a, you know, no matter what direction you look, it's got an interesting skyline, I would say. I mean, the U.S., there's so much space. I mean, unless you're in a place like Manhattan or, I don't know, Seattle, maybe? What's the point? I agree with you. Let's, try and make some bombs. That's true. Yeah, there's no shortage of room in the United States. As long as you don't care about living in the middle of nowhere. Nafutis, hello, good evening. You know, isn't it kind of dangerous to have a skyscraper in LA, though, Amatsu? Aren't there, like, earthquakes out there? Are those not super common, or...? From what I remember, if we get 2 large Rail Bomb pluses... I come 4U, but not 4. Have you ever played 4 before? Tell me what you remember about 4. You keep waiting on the next big one. That's scary. You almost want to make like a pitfall trap too. But you know what? I think I'll just take this. The original Charge Blade 4 playthrough? Okay, that's somebody who actually played 4. Nafutis, you're a real one. Remember me playing it on the channel? You remember when I played it? I played it before 4U came out. 4U is literally a direct expansion to 4. Think of it like Monster Hunter World and Monster Hunter World with Iceborne, you know? Does OG4 have an English patch? I'm sure there's something. But then you would have to play 4G. Does 4G have an English patch? Probably. But there's no difference in the credits, really. But Try is very different from 3U. Like they're the same. I don't remember if they massively changed Insect Glaive from 4 to 4U. Dude, this one is large. This is a big boy. Dude, I'm like going over everything. We're gonna probably sub-quest out on this one's horn. Because, I mean, my bug is just going right past me. Cat almost screwed me over there. Alright, let's start doing our mounts. It's the only way I'm going to be getting these bombs off. I guess maybe I could wait for him to get in raid. The damage isn't that bad. I attribute that mostly to the Monoblos helm. Oh, thanks. God, he's so large. Can't even really hit the tail that well. Can't really hit anything other than the belly. No reason to play Gen when you have GU? You know, they did change some of the styles quite a bit. Some of the motion values. Same thing with Prowler. Prowler felt a lot stronger in Generations. I think Bushido Longsword was a lot stronger. Or Adept, whatever you want to call it. Adept Dual Blades. They nerfed a lot of things going into GU. So, there's some reason. Did they nerf Striker Lance? Can't remember. Would have to go back and check. Those are the big ones that come to mind, though. But then, you know, they gave us Valor, which is like, it kind of makes up for it, all the nerfs. Ow! Thanks for the heal, man. Wow, they really wanted to make sure I was healthy. That was nice of them. If he was gonna get me, he would have gotten me before I started making the Monobolos pieces. Fog. My armor is starting to spiral out of control. Is your definition of 100% completion in a Monster Hunter game? I think you just go for a 100% guild card, and like once you've done that, you've done it. Is making all the weapons and armor possible? I guess. Is getting every possible high roll and a talisman possible? Yes, but at that point, what do you do? I would say just go for guild cards. Once you've got all the guild cards, you need to start showing off. There's plenty of ways to start showing off. Depends on the game. I mean, all equipment is definitely a big grind, but you know, along the way of getting 100% guild card, like you're gonna get pretty close to it anyways. Most time-consuming part is crowns. Well, if you're trying to get every weapon and every armor in the game, I feel like that might take longer than crowns. I guess it depends on the game. I mean, sure, you can craft almost anything, but can you craft everything? Never punished. Never punished. We did get the tail anyways. Yeah, but I mean, if you wanted to fully craft and upgrade everything that is Shaw, Dal, Madura adjacent, you're not going to do that. I don't think you're going to do that. Do you have all the Shaw weapons? And the armor? Okay. Well, you have less of a... you wasted more free time as a youth than I would have thought. I'd like to get him with a shock trap so I can get him with that last bomb should do it. Oh, I don't know if that's gonna get it now. Hardest game so far this marathon? I mean, objectively, it was Monster Hunter Ouija. We died. Subjectively? Freedom Unite was scary. We almost died a couple times in Freedom Unite as well. There's going to be some hard parts in GU. There's going to be even hard parts in World and in Rise. We're gonna make sure we're prepared. Imagine if he had an actual moveset. He kinda does. Don't bully him, I like him. I mean, Gasm can be a little scary, but like, we could build defense, we could upgrade our armor, we could craft Farcasters. You know, they upgraded the infinite combo, I think, in Rise for the Insect Glaive, so I might even just use Insect Glaive there. Maybe Hunting Horn? Hunting Horn I don't think would be a terrible choice either. Just don't use Earthshaker. Well, you know, you've got cats, and in theory, companions. In for a lot of, well, not Rise, but Sunbreak. Yeah, you could bring Hanoa and Theorain on like every quest if you want. Nobody's stopping you. And my friend doing the championship? He did really well, ProCal. I don't want to say whether he won or lost, because I think he wanted his privacy. Either way. But yeah, I thought he did great. Yeah. He's been watching since the Monster Hunter Tri tutorials. He did not understand element or armor skills. He was like 12. And he was like, oh. And I'm like, yeah, that sounds like a lot of the people that used to watch me when I made those videos. That is the average demographic. Cool. Good job, buddy. No, it was really fun, ProCal. I'm his sensei. I don't know about that. Maybe a little bit. Back then I was. MMA is the most goated though. There's our heart. I think we need more than that though. But I think that gets us the chest. Friend called off the movie night and dinner? Was it a girlfriend? That's a shame. Bro nights with movies and dinner sound awesome. Inglourious Bastards, good movie. I love that little shotgun gauntlet thing that they have. One of these days, Fog, I gotta get an overlay and test that for you. So wait, UFC goes all over the world, right? They might show up in Thailand at some point. I think this one fighting thing happens every week. I think they have something every Friday. Yeah, it's gonna give us so much attack. MMA only recently became legal. Interesting. All right, we can start messing around with other skills at this point. We can put stun in. I feel like that's the smartest thing to put in. Maybe I've got like a stun charm. Recovery speed is kind of cool. Recovery speed is one of those skills. It's like you don't appreciate it until you have it. Can you play online in an emulator? You sure can. Not as easy as it used to be, but still 100% possible. I feel like you're gonna need like Rathian things. What gives recovery speed to... How many levels does it have? Let's say. There's people that have been randomly putting together groups in the Discord. It does go up to +2. Decoration, recovery 2. Oh, it's a little bit of a harder skill to deco in, huh? Kutku shell. Have I really never gotten a Kutku shell before? Well, I guess it's possible. If I needed to deco it in, how hard is it going to be? Three, 6, 9. Then every slot would be free. 3, 6, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think I would only be able to get recovery speed 1. That's okay. Maybe something else? The legs are definitely worth it. That's good. Oh, yeah. I should make the legs before anything else. Alright, let's try and grab some scarabs before we fight the Monoblos this time. I think we got a little trip to the Cat Island. That area here. This sucks. Oh yeah, this is not good. Melee attack plus melee barrage. Alright, we gotta do it this way. So yellow, yellow, blue. How am I doing? Having a great day today, man. Had a very relaxing weekend. How are you doing? I'm sure it's still your weekend. Technically, it's Monday morning for me. That's okay, though. Uh-oh. They might die. My life is a weekend. Life is a highway. Wait, no, fuck! They technically don't cart. Right? They don't die. They've got 9 lives. I'm gonna rules lawyer your ass right now. Speaking of rules lawyer, there's like a board game shop in Bangkok that I want to visit. I might play some board games. You didn't get the Scatterfish Plus, you fools. Oh, I need you for. What does it even mean? Alright, we're gonna go all in on Scatterfish, Scatterfish. But you fuck me over. I get it. They're tired. Oh, no! You know what? We got Scatterfish. That's all that matters. They Platinum Bloodborne in the current emulator build, and it's 2 months away? Wow. So that must mean that they got the Chalice dungeons figured out? Because that was the only thing I didn't understand, is like, how do you get the Chalice dungeons working, you know? I mean, I think it's understandable. Chalice does not need to be online. Is that true, Trey? Oh my god. I'm a fake fan. I assumed it had to connect to the internet. I mean, obviously it has to connect to the internet if you join someone else's Chalice. You can use the codes even if the other one isn't open? You need to be able to make it though, right? Like, if you wanted to join the cum dungeon, if you wanted to immediately get into the cum dungeon, cum works offline? But don't you need the things to make it? All right. We need the cummers to get together. What's the real answer here? I mean, I would have bet money that you had to be online to come at least once. Normal chalices can be done offline. All right, I'm not talking about normal chalices. I'm talking about Cum Dungeon. I know all the dungeons are gemmed in engine, but I thought if you wanted to join the Cum Dungeon, you had to go online. Obviously, it's based off a seed. I'm with Unlucky on this one. I can't. I could have sworn you had to be online to join someone else's dungeon. Now, I'm not saying you can't maybe gen one, but you need to have the parts then. And the whole part about coming is like you create your character and you start coming immediately. In any case, I wouldn't be surprised if they had online working in the next 6 months to a year anyway. I gotta sneeze. Oh god. Oh god, I'm sorry. I sneezed right into the microphone. Well, I mean, once you get it locked in, you can come whenever you want. I had a little bit of free time over the weekend, and so I was watching this one guy streaming Darktide, and he was tweaking out about buying a pre-built PC versus building your own PC. And I feel like a very reasonable opinion to have on that is nowadays the price difference isn't that much, especially if you could find a pre-built on sale. And you do get a warranty, but like, you know, the advantages to building your own is you get to really customize your parts, right? You can min-max it a lot better. Especially if you want something like a 9800X 3D. There's just not a lot of pre-builts that don't have Intel processors. They pretty much all have Intel. But he kept insisting that pre-builts were cheaper. And he ended up with like a 7,000 euro build off of like PC Part Picker. And I was just like, dude, did you include a dildo in that order? Because you're getting fucked, man. Whatever parts you picked, it's not the way, man. He's NA, but for some reason he was using like EU PC Part Picker, and I don't know why. He was specking for a 4090. The pre-built he looked at was like a 4090 that was like $3,700, which, you know, for like max spec 4090, it's not bad. You know, I think he was trying to match the parts to the pre-built exactly Vicisium, which is insane, right? Like, you wouldn't match, if you were doing a build, you wouldn't be like, oh, I need MSI versus like Gigabyte. You know what I mean? You would pick whatever made the most sense and was on like sale or whatever. No, I mean, you know, I mean, your GPU is basically the same or more than all the other parts in your build nowadays. If you're getting an expensive one. I mean, the cheapest reasonable GPUs nowadays, I don't know. I mean, I guess you've got like a 4070. They're probably like $500 now. Get a rare scarab. Yeah, I mean, you can't compare anything in Canadian currency. It's not real money. Not anymore. Oh, great. Perfect. No, I mean, in how many months? 2 months? We should know what the 5090 looks like and what the pricing is going to be. And if there's going to be a 5080 or 5070 before Wilds comes out. I mean, my 5700X 3D ran Wilds in the very unoptimized build, I would say pretty well, Irish guy. I will say that from my experience, AM5 is a little annoying because you have DDR5, and every time you turn on your computer, like, you got like a couple minutes as what it sorts its memory shit out, and I hate that. I do not like that. Yeah, no, I have 2 builds now of Vicissium that have X3Ds, and they're both amazing. Like, CPU is no longer even a consideration. Like, it's like either engine issues or GPU not keeping up. Like, I have nothing, even on the 5700 X3D, that I felt like, all right, that's been a problem. Because for the most part, I'm running everything at 1440p. Yeah, CPU is just not going to be a bottleneck. An X3D chip is just not going to have a bottleneck at that resolution. Well, Irish guy, I would not... I hate to be that guy, but you're 2 months away. You could wait 2 months. If it was a year, I would say just build the fucking thing. But new GPUs coming out in 2 months, I would wait. And then allegedly AMD might have new GPUs as well. People wouldn't get an AMD CPU. Well, they might genuinely be like Intel fanboys, or, you know, I mean, the X3D chips aren't the best at everything. If you do a lot of video encoding, or you spend all day like zipping and unzipping files, Intel chips are better. The new Core Ultra chips from Intel are pretty efficient in laptops. But in terms of pure gaming performance, I mean, AMD has cracked that code. I mean, you're assuming, Irish guy, that there's going to be a big price cut on the older GPUs. I don't know that there will be. Maybe if you're okay with buying used. I said that every time. No way, man. I would have never said that every time over the years. It all depends whether you're waiting for a CPU or whether you're waiting for a GPU. But the God mix right now will likely be whatever next-gen GPU is, along with the 9800X 3D. I mean, that CPU is going to last you, I mean, potentially like a decade. Well, I mean, you're not going to be getting a 5090. You probably won't even be getting a 5080, but there might be a 5070 on sale for $600. I mean, with DLSS Flaccid Bagel, like, playing 1440p or 4K isn't even as big of an issue. You get some really weird people that are like, they're basically paying 1080p, but I don't know. Looks good to me. Yeah, prices are going to go down for the 4090s. I mean, for people that are trying to power AI, there's insatiable demand, right? No, no, no. That's a good one, though. 1080p 60 lit? You know what? What you don't know doesn't cause you pain. What you don't know, you don't know. Until you encounter high resolution high frame rates. Right now, I'm on a 1080p 60 monitor because I'm traveling. But it is an OLED. The OLED is very nice. How long have I had it? How long have I had this OLED? This specific OLED I've had like maybe 2 years, 3 years. It's just a traveling monitor. It's like 18 or 19 inches. The same company has released apparently a 3K OLED monitor for almost $200. I mean, you know, for somebody who needed a very tiny monitor. Maybe you had a small desk. I mean, it's not bad. Like, I can kind of recommend the brand. CN? I'm assuming it's some Chinese brand. But I haven't had any issues with it. I've had 0 issues with burn-in. 3K? Yeah, I don't really know the exact resolution for 3K. I mean, they will. I mean, just by the way the technology works on Lucky, like, eventually it will get burn-in. But probably by the time it burns in, like, you'll have definitely gotten your money worth, and you'll probably be looking to upgrade to an 8K monitor, you know? I mean... I mean, without various fancy shit, Traydog, 8K is, like, impossible. You need to use, like, upscaling. You need to use DLSS and stuff like that. Even on consoles, I mean, that's all they've ever done. I mean, when they say 4K, you know, it's like checkerboarded 4K. Did anyone see Monster Hunter Outlanders? We talked about it. I mean, it's not out yet, so we can't really say much. I mean, I can definitely tell a difference, Placid Bagel, at 1440p, and I can tell a difference at 120 FPS. Beyond that, doesn't really matter. But, you know, if you can't tell a difference, in a way, I say it's a good thing, because, like, you know, you save the money, man. Save that money. You can get by in a 4060. Wait, there are 12K TVs? Who's buying a 12K TV? Just bragging rights? What's the refresh rate on those things? That can't be more than 60. $12? Is there even a cable that supports 12K? It would have to be DisplayPort, right? HDMI, there's no way even HDMI 2.1 can handle it. No, 2.1 isn't even as good as DisplayPort, my understanding. Can you tell a difference with upscaled, whatever, TV upscaled 12K versus just like a good 4K TV? No. If you were to give it to one of those guys that reviews TVs for a living and they had like a magnifying glass, could they tell the difference? This is one Monopolist. I spent the first 5 to 10 minutes looking for bugs. $30 hertz at 8K, so we can't even do 12K, yeah. Wow. You have no idea what resolution does? More pixels, more detail. Think about how many different colors you can put in a 2x2 box versus a 3x3 box. Have I heard of Pretendo? Yeah. For a while, they had paid early access to the beta, and I thought that was weird. So I haven't really looked into it since. Apparently, it's an open beta. I mean, higher resolution is pretty nice for video games, but for some content, it's actually really bad. Like movies and film, sometimes you get too much detail. See all the wrinkles on freckles on people. Am I planning to play Path of Exile 2? I am. Hopefully we're through with Isaac by then. We got 2 weeks, right? HD porn, yeah, sometimes you're seeing too much. Sometimes you're like, I didn't sign up for that. How much is it to get into the early access? Like 20 bucks? I should try and get my account set up to Thailand, man. $30 minimum? Wow. So is it no longer free to play? They're going to keep Path of Exile 1 around as free to play, and then Path of Exile 2 is going to be like paid? I'm completely okay with that. I'm just curious. Oh, it's free on release. It's just paid early access. Okay. Well, that's fair. And I'm assuming, you know, if you support whatever, you're going to get like more stash tabs and stuff like that, right? But you're not just paying for the early access, you're paying for something else. You say cosmetic shop currency, can I use it on stash tabs? I know that's important. Cosmetics and points, not tabs directly, but close enough. I don't know if I bought stash tabs in the first game. I might have. I need to recover my Path of Exile account. So as a viewer, I want to say what's the most entertaining Path of Exile content. My understanding is that most Path of Exile streamers essentially exist to be a screensaver for other people that play Path of Exile. So does it like not even matter? Okay. You do whatever you want. Because nobody's actually, like, watching you. Hardcore? I feel like hardcore is the only way you could keep it interesting. You should play Ruthless? Is that hardcore? What is that? Oh, is that a different video game? I've never heard of it. Oh, less loot mode. Well, that doesn't sound fun. Got a hard bone. Of anyone with ranged attack. Ranged strike? Sorry, green pal, you're dead to me. No. I don't want to do that. Scarcity and suffering? I mean, probably not worth it my first time through, right? Ruthless is for lifers that have a self-harm. Is that the same thing as solo self-suck? Hardcore solo self-found. Yeah, that's what I'm into. I'm into the hardcore solo self-suck. We want the arms or the legs? Those are the... Oh. No, we want the legs. Where the fuck can I find rare scarab? The thing is like, everyone talks about how tough Path of Exile is, and don't get me wrong, I'm sure there are many, many, many mechanics, because they introduce a new league, and then they let you always use that league, so, like, I get it. But from my knowledge on the internet, especially Monster Hunter, most people that play video games are kind of brainless. Like, I'm gonna be real, like, most people are just kind of dumb. And I'm pretty dumb in a lot of ways, but I'm pretty good at video games. I think I can figure it out without too much issue. But put it to you this way. People were too dumb to be able to add up to 10 on Monster Hunter. So that's your average player in Path of Exile. So I don't want anyone telling me, like, oh, be careful, Path of Exile is tough. All right, so Frozen Seaway is actually better. We could add to 10, we just didn't know we had to. They made it easier in the later games, for sure. I mean, they shouldn't... I mean, with the modern skill system, there's zero reason to struggle, right? But people still do anyways. Frozen Seaway. Follow a build for your first character. I'm not going to do that, because you know what? You only get one first character. Why do you want to be a bitch and follow someone else's guide? You can only have one fucked up build once, right? I feel like that'd be way more entertaining than being like streamer paint by colors, you know? Especially in a brand new game. Especially in Path of Exile 2, where, like, presumably there's, like, less shit going on. I want to unlock the Harvest Tours, I think. How do I unlock those? Harvest. I need the later one. Builds are not hard to make. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying most people are probably dumb. And they don't know what they're doing anyway. Primal Pests. Okay, hold on. We got... This might be a lot of work. Singing the Blues Skiff Competition. Maybe we do the Kezu one and we just break his face. The Lagambi one almost looks easier. Like, my thing is, like, I don't care if I'm not max power. Like, I'd rather make my own thing anyways. Just a lot more. For me, personally, it's a lot more fun. And then you give yourself the knowledge of how to build your own thing. I mean, when you're painting by colors, you're not building up that skill set. And, like, I've played Diablo-like games before. I mean, I played a reasonable amount of Last Epoch recently. I played... This is not a flex at all, because the game kind of fucking sucks. I played Diablo 4. I think Path of Exile is kind of an ugly-looking game, and it is. My only beef with Last Epoch is I wasn't really getting into that that endgame vibe. There just weren't enough sets. There weren't enough unique items. Diablo 4 is so much better. The best compliment I can pay to Diablo 4 is it is very easy to turn it on and start hitting things. So there's a mod for Neo 2, Fog. I don't know if I ever streamed it, that kind of reduces the visual clutter. And it helps a little bit. It definitely does. Dead? What dead? Stream dead? I'm gonna blame, you know, I shouldn't have, nothing personal, Chaos, but you've got like some ad block thing and Twitch hates you. How hard is it to get 4U running well on the Steam Deck? Not hard? Easy? Steam Deck can pretty easily run Switch games. Give me a rare scarab. You know, I should check. Oh, hold on, I'm gonna check the wiki again, find out what areas it's in. Okay. Five and 7 only. Okay. The biggest sin that happened out of Diablo 4 is the development team thinking that the best strategy is to remove all sets. Because, I mean, I don't know, maybe at the very, very end game, sets are boring. But for me, as somebody that doesn't, like, get to the very, very end of all progression, sets were always a lot of fun to build towards. It's just, it's a hard realization, realizing that Blizzard just doesn't have anyone there anymore that, like, was there when they made decent games. Like, they've all left. I mean, they're just fucking cooked. And that's tough. The flaw of game dev to only design around the end game? Well, yeah, you got to make the early game enjoyable as well, but a lot of times companies that focus only on the end game end up making a shit game anyways. If it's not a consistently fun game to play, like, why play it? Like, how many people didn't like sets? Like, I liked the sets. I thought they were fun. Diablo 1 doesn't have set items. That's not that's not the lesson we should take away. I mean, not I don't think so. Lots of people, it's a huge reason people moved away. Well, I'll say this. As somebody that didn't play a lot of Path of Exile, if I was Blizzard, I would be like, how do I copy the homework? How do I copy the homework of this game that everyone loves and is massively successful? Because Path of Exile does a lot more than sets. I mean, it seems like almost everything you can do in that game can like influence your build in some pretty major way. That's the important thing. How do you make your build feel different and constantly evolving? It doesn't have to be a set bonus, obviously. It can be a lot of things, and Path of Exile gives you almost infinite customization in that regard. Whereas Diablo 4, for a very long time, almost now, you had fucking 20% damage to slowed enemies. And it's like, who cares? You want to see stuff changing on your screen. You know, you want, I mean, at least for me, like, you want your abilities to be meaningfully changing on a regular basis. And that was one of the most fun parts of Diablo 3, at least. Is you constantly had, like, you were unlocking new abilities, the new runes for those abilities, and then things that affected those runes for those abilities. It was neat. An exploding chicken? Was that on the voodoo guy? Dude, if I gather bugs here and it's like not even a rare scarab, I'm gonna be sad. I got 2 of them? Pretty good. I'm going to go back to 5 just to double check to see if a rare thing didn't spawn. Well, the class design in Last Epoch is interesting because they really did go giga hard on all the subclasses for all of the main classes. Like, they definitely had a lot of creative freedom in designing things. But yeah, I mean, I'm sure balancing is way off. I felt like on launch, everybody was like, Falconer! Insane! Oops. Nope. Hopefully one of the cats got something. Oh, yes! I don't think we need any more melee barrage. What was that red thing? Red Kazu. He's just hiding. Hiding out in the corner. Getting there. Jesus. We don't even... We don't need that anymore. I mean, we really could fit something in here. Pass it in arms? Arms? That should be easy. One kill should get us the arms. Oh, right. I forgot that this is like a method of changing your skills. Talismans. You know, we can almost fit expert on. Wonder how hard expert plus would be. A little bit of affinity. Oh, and it scales off of Nursilla too? What if all the Kezu and Giganox subs all connected to each other, so it's just like a non-stop ass-to-ass train? I mean, what about it? I think the attack talisman is actually still technically better. I want to get the arms first, I think. It'd be nice to have an adrenaline +1. Oh, we're gonna get the potential +10. We're gonna be getting that naturally, though. I feel, not to tempt the gods, I feel pretty safe right now. I mean, the base defense is so much higher than Velocidrome as well, Fume. What am I fighting? We're gonna fight another Monobolus. We need, I think, at least 2 more Scarlet Horns. Hot drinks. We can actually do maybe the capture Monoblos. I have perception. I don't know if that does anything for us, though. Especially when the other one is break the horn. And, like, I'm not going to capture that silverfish. And then brain warning. We probably will just deco in expert. Now that I know how to deco it in. Hot drink? What about it? Cold res? I had somebody try to get on my ass once in a Monster Hunter World stream. I mean, not having, like, cold resistance as an armor skill, and I was like, what are you talking about? Like, what? Guild Marm is perfection. She's the best out of pretty much all of the various handler types. I don't know. I'm kind of partial to the 3U, Moga Sweetheart. And I even like the old Guild Girls as well. But Guild Marm is great. Mocha Sweetheart is a weirdo. That's why I like her. She likes trying to make the noises of the various monsters, and I think that's kind of funny. That not? Okay. I thought that was a mount. Crab better not fuck me up, please. Let the Giggy suck just a little bit? It probably feels kind of good. Like maybe like a little itchy, but then scratchy at the same time. That dog that's been hanging out outside the 7-Eleven, this morning, he was really getting into chewing on his paw. So I don't know if he's got fleas or something, but he was like going to town. He was like, just chewing on himself. Do dogs do that sometimes? Is that like a known dog thing? Known dog behavior? What are they doing? I'm sure it was itchy. Like, no doubt the guy's got fleas. Stress or allergy? Oh, poor little guy's stressed out. That makes me sad. Honestly, he probably is. I don't know where he goes during the day. But at night, he likes to hang out in front of the 7-Eleven. He's always there, man. Ground is probably nice and cool. I mean, they diced up the tomato real nice, Noxella. Dynasty Warriors Origin demo. I have never... It's been a long time since I enjoyed a Muso game. I respect the recommendation, but I can't imagine it's for me. I think it was Saturday night. I was getting some roti. There was like a little stand right in front of the 7-Eleven, and one of the poor 7-Eleven girls was pushing a shopping cart, and she like pushed it right over some stairs, and everything fell out of the basket. I helped her pick it up, but I was like, why did you do that? right in front of the stairs, right there. It's worth it for the Captain Pelican Cube, man. If you can get a Captain Ka, it's all worth it. All heroes are Arcane. Some of us are just trying to eat some egg and banana roti, man. That's tasty, but man, you gotta be careful with those things. They like soak it in sweetened condensed milk, and they just throw fucking sugar on top of it, man. Still probably better for you than anything that's been dosed with high fructose corn syrup, but concerning. Roti? It's like a pastry that's been filled with egg and banana. Normally, you can get it just egg or just banana, I think. It's so good. Is that amazing? Banana roti, that's what it was. I wonder if you could just say, just give me the roti and just put nothing in it. Just give me the fucking fried dough, man. You can't get the dough by itself. It's probably a lot cheaper. But I feel like the egg and banana go together so well. It's such a nice treat. The protein, too. Although, you know, I checked prices just because I was curious. I paid 40 baht. And then I checked the roti lady. You know what she charges? 40 baht. That lady could be charging a lot more for her roti, man. I don't know what she's doing, dude. She's like an internet celebrity. She'd be charging at least 60. Some generic juice, as in it actually tasted like juice and not high fructose corn syrup. Generic juice is a great term. New Discord name spotted? It tasted exactly like high fructose corn syrup. Oh, that's unfortunate. Do you think they're lying to us about seed oils? That is an RFK thing, and it's like, I don't know if he's right or wrong. But usually when I see articles that are like, all the leading scientists say seed oils are actually great for you, I want to be like, what fucking scientists? I don't know. I believe trans fats are probably bad for you. You probably don't eat that. It's just like whatever we've been doing in the United States, I will only agree with RFK in the point that something's not right. I don't know that we agree on the same things. I think raw milk and raw water is terrible ideas. Speaking of small doses, is it about time for my banana? How long have I been streaming for? 2.5 hours? The hard part, Albino, is right now food is expensive and also bad for us. And I feel like they can only do one. Like they could either make food cheaper or they can make it better for us. But I don't think they're gonna make it better for us and cheaper. You know what I mean? It's like we're fucked either way. They got us right over the barrel. Oh yeah, apparently most UK ice cream is just like hydrogenated oil. Wick Surf, hello, good afternoon. Good evening, I guess. RFK creeps you out? That's because he's like a nearly 70-year-old man, like, that is roided out the gills. And yeah, it's understandable to be frightened by somebody that looks like that. That has the head of a 70-year-old man, but like the body of like somebody who's like in their mid-30s in great shape. Got another 2.5 monster as me? I mean, we're gonna probably go for 4 hours, then we'll play Bicyc. Probably. Something like that. The arms? Tacit. Technically, the Tacit is better, right? Oh, no, they're the same. Which one is actually better? The Velocipede arms. But I can only make... Okay, I can make those now. Alright, we'll just make those now. I mean, I feel bad for the way he talks, though, Pelican Pubes, because that... I mean, as far as I know, that was nothing... I don't think he inflicted that on himself. He claims the worm is dead and fossilized in his brain. I shouldn't be laughing. I shouldn't be laughing, because it's really... It is tragic that... the worm is in there and fossilize it. It's not fair to him. I personally would have wanted them to remove the worm. I would be like, even if it's, unless it's like way too dangerous, can we please remove the worm from my brain? I don't want this worm in here. You don't think things can calcify in your brain? Fog, you raise a good point. It's like moist in your brain, right? A moist environment in there. All I know is, for somebody that is so against people taking vaccines, the guy is on a lot of testosterone. And I think it's very strange to be pro-testosterone but anti-vaccine. I'd be okay if he was like anti-both, because like I would get that. Don't put unnatural substances or whatever, man-made substances in your body. But like why is one okay and the other one isn't, you know? That's what I don't get. All right, I'm gonna get that banana, I think. No, I mean, I think he just thinks, you know, the TRT or whatever. I mean, it's not like giga juicing, but it's still, I mean, by all definitions of the term juicing, I mean, that's how most Hollywood actors look the way they do is they're on TRT, which is like legal steroids. Legal-ish steroids. And I mean, I'm not even necessarily against it for people that they want to do it. Like, whatever. Do whatever the fuck you want with your body, but, you know, don't... Hold on, I think this thing is open. Oh, God. Oh, no! Alright, guys. I'm gonna be real with you. This is kind of a sus-looking banana. This is a little suspect. Because it, like, doesn't really have a curve. It's just... It's kind of just straight. It's very girthy and straight, right? You know, Kamiko's, I told Jen about that. I said, I eat bananas on stream sometimes, and she's like, I bet people go crazy. And I said, yeah, like, they all want me to eat it in one bite. They always say one bite. But I need a snack. It's a healthy snack. I wouldn't be able to do it. I mean, what is the... I mean, it's like the size of my head. Straight banana goes wild, right? Those are called, in English, they're plantains, Fog. I could one bite a plantain. It's an okay banana, but I've had better out here. Straight banana just doesn't have the flavor. It's not the same. It is thick, though. Oh my god. Hold on. I'm trying to get you guys the banana experience. The lighting isn't that good. Do I like the mushy or firm? I prefer them a little bit more green. Oh, it's a big banana. I mean, I showed it off earlier. I mean, this is a thick, straight banana. You've had thicker bananas? I mean, I'm not saying this is the thickest banana I've ever had, but it's up there. It might be the thickest. I'm just trying to eat health while I'm out here in Oikos, and there's like tasty, healthy, cheap food. I'm gonna eat tasty, healthy, cheap food. It's hard to fit in my mouth. Like, almost hurts my jaw trying to squeeze that banana in there. Alright, I'm gonna go pee a little bit. And then, hopefully we'll finish this Monoblos. Finish this Monoblos armor this stream. I think we will. Oh. I'm trying to think what my favorite fruit is. I mean, I guess it depends. Like in a smoothie, I really like berries. Do I like eating berries on their own? I don't mind them. Clementines are really nice. Like a nice sweet clementine. But I can't eat that while I'm streaming. My hands will get like way too sticky. Get some dragon fruit? Heard it's like 20 baht for a bag of dragon fruit. Does that sound about right to you? If I see it, I'll get some. I'm going to be going near Udam Suk soon, which is going to have that big soy that's just filled with people selling stuff, so I'll get and grab some there. I don't know if I like dragon fruit. I like the name. The name is cool, but like, is it actually good? I don't know. Melons? Dude, my fucking father-in-law is obsessed with melons. Like, when I stayed over, like, sometimes I'll see him. He'll be up at, like, 4 a.m. in the morning in his tighty-whities cutting up cantaloupe, and, like, I can't... I'm sorry, man. Like, that's my mental image now when I think of cantaloupe. Just some old Italian man cutting stuff up in his undies. It's like, it's ruined it for me. I mean, I don't live with him. Sometimes you'll be over there and then you see see a man naked alone with a cantaloupe, and then later on you see that cantaloupe out in the corner and you're like, I know how you cut that thing. You like it more. Did I eat it? After that, I think I said Maloney no ever since I saw that incident. Yeah. That was enough for me, man. Well, I mean, I will have a dragon fruit in the next couple days, probably, assuming I can find a place selling it, and I will report back. No, the Italians, man, they love melons, definitely. You know, I don't think we can actually get rare scarabs up here. I guess we don't need them. I guess we'll just grab things anyways, though. Doesn't taste like dragon? How do you know? Oh, I should say I finished the season of the Unwanted Undead Adventurer. It is a very enjoyable 6 out of 10 anime. If you have an anime you want to put on while you're doing, like, exercise or playing a video game, it is the perfect anime for that. That's the review right there. But you know what? I have a real appreciation for 6 out of 10 animes. Because, like, really, really good anime, like, you feel like, alright, I gotta dim the lights, I gotta be ready, I gotta be locked in, I want to be focused. Like, if you're watching Arcane Season 2, that is definitely a show you want to be like, let's clear out our distractions. Let's make sure, you know, we're going to be able to give this thing our full attention. Not Unwanted Undead Adventurer. That is, like, very much... You could sit and watch it, and, like, it's good, but you know what? If you miss a minute or two, you probably didn't miss anything that important. That's great. You want to be on Discord, chatting to people, you feel like being a little social, do that. I like his mouse, too. He gets a mouse. I like everything about it. I really do. I like everything about that show. including how mostly mediocre it is. Because I have that as an issue. Sometimes when I want to watch something, I gotta be like, it's kind of weird. It's like I want the mood to be right. You know what I mean? Does the mouse dance? Kinda, yeah. No, the mouse is actually really cool. He's actually a really good character. Everyone's got to enjoy their own brand of slop. The thing is for me, like most, it's technically not an isekai, but it is very much set up like an isekai. Most isekai are so bad, I don't even want to watch them. This one is enjoyable enough, you know. It feels like it's an isekai made, but the people in it don't know they're in an isekai. Is kind of how it feels, which is fine. You know, the dungeon in it very much feels like a video game dungeon. They even talk about it. They're like, yeah, it's kind of weird. But, you know, I like that they don't go into it. Most isekai are like, you're in the game now, and now you're talking to the game moderator. They're running the game. They're actually a hot girl in real life. No. Like, Deathless and Dungeon, like, that's an anime that deserves your attention. Dog anime almost over? What is the strongest attack Komigi has launched on another creature so far? The barrier, that doesn't sound like an attack. Sounds like a barrier. You think she's going to do a laser in the final episode? What are the chances that we're going to see a laser? A dog laser. He stopped a guy from fatally driving off a cliff in an earlier episode? Oh my god. Did the guy want to die? Or like did his like brakes get cut out or something? He didn't want to commit roadkill. Oh, was he about to run over Komugi? Did Komugi almost kill him? Oh, he almost ran over the bad animal. I know, Komugi saved everyone? He's a hero. I mean, she's a dog. Has she ever, like, did anything? I feel like that would be her main way of attacking, is biting things. Never? That's going to be her final move. Precure spoilers? I didn't know there were spoilers. What? Isn't it a show for children? Well, I'm sorry. I did not mean to cultivate spoilers. I mean, I genuinely thought it was like a show just for children. Like I thought the target demographic was like 5-year-olds. Target demographic is girls 3 to 6 years old. Yeah, that sounds about right from my mental perception of the show. I mean, I'm sure it's done well, you know. A lot of times in shows like that, you know, they put a little extra effort in because they realize, you know, the parents are watching. The Power Rangers movie, I never saw it, but it apparently had some random girl running around in a bikini. Just so the poor dads had something to look at. You know, a couple 30-plus women who watch Preacher religiously. Grundy? You're 30-plus? The Sentai show is a little bit for refined adults. They really tried to turn the Sentai show into a children's thing in the US. I mean, that's how it felt in like 1993. I was around. It was considered uncool to watch Barney or Power Rangers by the time you hit 3rd grade, even though those shows were definitely okay for 3rd graders to watch. I wish your face would break. I've hit this thing with plenty of bombs, right? Yeah. Maybe I got a shock trap and then just drop all my small barrel bombs. I don't know. It was a weird time, and I mean, look, man, I attacked a Barney at a Bob's clothing store once. I double teamed him with my brother to try to kick his ass. I mean, we didn't try. I mean, we really did. I think I made it to the newspaper. I don't think that hit his head. I don't know if one of the bombs just like missed or something. Very strange. Some dog mascot tried hugging you as a kid and you ran away crying. Good survival instincts. Genuinely. I wonder if that's what cultivated a lifelong love of combat sports. You're always worried the big dog mascot's gonna come back. You gotta be ready. You guys think the insect from the insect glaive is happy? Like, in as much as bugs can feel emotion. I didn't realize you guys posted a spoiler. I'm not diminishing the spoiler. You're disgusted at furries. They're the enemy. For you. Yeah. Yeah. So I'm just feeling a lot better out here. The only time I had an issue is I ate like an egg salad sandwich. I think it's the bread that's fucking me up, guys. Am I basically one of those middle-aged women that starts complaining about having like a gluten intolerance? I used to always thought they were always making that up. I always thought they were just like trying to get attention or something. The rice is fine. I don't know why. I don't know. Why would rice be fine and wheat not be fine? Genuine question. I really don't know. Rice noodles are fine. It's confused why I don't have corn syrup. Where's the corn syrup? Buy an egg salad sandwich and only eat the egg for a week. I mean, I'll try it once. I could tell right away. At the restaurant that I like to go to now, they have this really neat homemade sauce that's just like the perfect amount of spicy. And then they have this other sauce where I'm pretty sure it's just the hottest fucking peppers they can find, and they just dump them in vinegar. And I was eating last night, and the lady moved one of the smaller containers of like the really hot sauce next to me, and I'm like, I'm glad she thinks so highly of me that she thought I could actually eat this. I'm glad, in her opinion, I could handle the fucking nuclear tier hot vinegar. I mean, I'll eat as many. Gay banana felt fine. I mean, like I said, I would have preferred it a little bit sweeter, but I mean, it wasn't bad in any way. Still gonna watch Inglourious Bastards later, Chaos? Have any fried duck? Nope. I've had mostly pork. Given the choice, I go for pork. A, I like it better, and B, it is usually cheaper than chicken. I guess technically chicken is healthier for you, right? In theory. Not that I really care about that, but I think it is true. Bomb and rain. I think that sucks. Seeing me sip out of a 7-Eleven bottle? Yeah, man. 6 pop, man. I usually get the big bottles, but I already have half of a big bottle, and I didn't want to have to buy another big bottle, so. Chicken is definitely healthy. I mean, I think it's the healthiest protein you can eat outside of, like, maybe fish, right? Okay. And Just to be clear, Amatsu, the other white meat thing is literally just an ad campaign, right? Like, pork is not majorly healthier for you than beef, right? I think that's just a lie. Pretty sure that's just a lie that the pork industry made up. It's my favorite fish. Eaten raw is probably salmon. Eaten cooked. Like a nice tuna steak is good, man. Rare tuna steak. You ever get one? Like a nice crusted one that's been seared on the outside? Mmm. That's good. Pork is supposed to be better for gout than beef? Please don't. Please don't start putting out into the universe that I have gout, okay? There's enough DSP comparisons as it is. I don't want any more. I don't have gout. Dude, that's like, I'm pretty sure that's the only alcohol I've had the entire trip. I didn't even, okay, that's not true. I had wine on the airplane. But other than that, actually, I had a lot of wine on the airplane. My flight from Atlanta to Korea, the stewardesses gave me like, I think it was like 5 glasses of wine, and I passed the fuck out. And there was like another American that saw me after I got off, and he was like, "How was your flight?" I was like, "The stewardesses gave me 5 glasses of wine." Why would she do that? Maybe I looked like I could handle my liquor. They just kept giving me refills. 2 hours in, I kind of curled up a little bit, and I had the row to myself. I was very lucky. I forget if it was red wine or white wine. I think I asked for both. Is that bougie? No, she didn't want me dead. No, they were nice to me. I was on Korea Air. They were very nice. Talk about how much I love this map. I don't love this map. It's the only way to get fire cell stones. I do love it. This is a great way to get fire cell stones, which were required for my Monobolos armor. Food was good too, but I think on the way back I'm gonna go, unless it's way cheaper, I'll probably go back through Tokyo. Might even spend a night in Tokyo. Break up the trip a little bit. See? A lot of cheap flights. One night will turn into 1 month. Well, I don't want to stay that long. Just go back, Grundy. What are you waiting for? If you can get your way to Los Angeles, there is a one-way ticket to Tokyo for $200. You have $200. Your money is not stopping you. It is you are stopping yourself. Real talk, man. I mean, a lot of people, like, not, you know, most people will spend all day long thinking about, if I did this in my life, I would be happier. And then they just never do that thing. Just do it, and then what's the worst thing that'll happen? You just go back to your default, one way or the other. Most people do it for a lot of things, Cass. Death is the worst possible consequence. But you're safer in Tokyo than you are pretty much anywhere else. You go broke? I mean, if you go with, like, no prospects and no savings. But at that point, aren't you already broke? What if the plane explodes? It's possible. Still a lot of Boeing airplanes out there. I saw a video. This one guy's channel is blowing up. He's backpacking across Tokyo, semi-homeless. And he got stopped and interviewed by the police because he was in a tent in a little park. And, you know, they asked him some questions. Maybe some questions were, like, a little personal. They just talked to him and they let him go. Can we do a Boeing investigation on stream? Absolutely not. You love that guy? Seems like a nice guy. 37 years old. He decided he wanted to do something, so he's off doing it. Well, Shinzo Abe was allegedly involved in shady cults. So I'm not saying he necessarily deserved what happened to him, but he was definitely fucking around in one way, and that karma will come back to you. We're going to get a full upgrade in just a moment. You know, then we'll work on getting the expert. I think we will put expert on. Why not? That's extra damage. Wasn't the Korean president also in a satanic cult? He was in something for sure, yeah. Hippos near you? Well, you know what, Chaos? Everybody wants me to go see Mudang. What if I was the first guy in history that got mauled and eaten by a baby pygmy hippo? That'd be a great way to go, man. People wouldn't even stop her. They'd be like, oh, she's so cute when she eats human flesh. You can't stop her. I mean, she already has the taste for blood. We all saw her nibble on the other handler's leg. Yeah, we're pretty open with all our stuff in the US at the very least, Pelican Cubes, right? You'd remember me? Dude, you would be a legend. You need the foreigner as a treat. Every once in a while, you gotta feed her one foreigner. Karma for Chicho. I mean, I've had it coming for a very long time. Does that mean I get a kiss Mudang? Move my consciousness assimilates into Mudang? That is actually the best case scenario. Three, 6, 9, 10. Okay. What's the shear? Is that low rank or is that high rank? That looks like that might be high rank. Yep. High rank. That's fun. I think we'll do it. It's not a great armor skill, but it's more damage, and everything else is going to be really annoying to get anyways. So. Probably take 2 quests? Something like that. I should probably upgrade these cats, huh? Let's go see what we can do, actually. When's the Knife Dragon? Probably tomorrow. It's probably not going to be today. Blue. And yellow. You know what? I think I want 2 ranged barrages, actually. Oh, I don't have them. Is that a Lister comment there? Sounds like one. Uh-oh. Elon, you know what you did, right? You know how you fucked up? I just want you to know not to do it in any other streams. Because you're getting banned in this one. Oh, too late. Give him the chance. You're probably thinking about what they should say. I mean, there's nothing to save yourself. You're already banned. All right, let's take a look at the cat equipment. Their weapons probably need to be upgraded. Could have been a joke. You know what? We'll review all this in April. And then, you know what? Time will tell. The Great Griffin incident? I mean, you know, should have known better. All right, so Moore needs a helmet. That was a Dragma thing, yeah. Somebody made a comment, and it was very easy to interpret it as spoilers for a subspecies of monster. It wasn't. But, I mean, how am I supposed to know that? Oh, we should be able to get a new weapon, right? No? Best weapon we can get. The finger licker. That's kind of funny. What's the sharpness on that thing? Does it not have sharpness? I'm giving you the finger licker. Enjoy, buddy. Cat weapons don't have sharpness. Not in this one. I guess in the next game they do, though. I think they're good. Nice little upgrade. Iron Bikini from the 4U demo. I do not remember that. Sounds sensual, though. Oh, they put Dalamadur armor in the demo? That is kind of crazy. That's like... That's weird. Kind of a very, very, very late game monster to throw in a demo. But then again, I guess, if you had played 4, you already knew about Dalamadur. And the demo was definitely based off of Japan's. "12-hour streams of the 4U demo?" That's a lot of creaming, man. Teostra's in the 4U demo as well. That's insane. Gore and Teostra. Jaggy, Petsacabra, and Gore, not Teo? Okay, I thought Teo sounded insane. Like, no way they put Teostra in there. Although for a 4U demo, kind of weird they didn't put Seregios in there. Maybe they did in Japan? I'll fight you up here, buddy. It's gonna be nice when we get the Seregios Insight Blade, man. If we even decide to make it. But assuming we make it, it'll be very nice. Oh, we can get the shears off of carves anyways? What do I even care about hitting the face? Yeah, the eyes do look nice on the bug. Can I smell it? You think insects smell like much? I guess they probably smell like something. Spiders, maybe? Smell like. They have more tetanus rounds in wilds. They will probably have more than one bug. I mean, it would be a pretty big waste to make that model and do all that animation and have like one. When they had Arachnakadaki? Well, you're right. Well, if you really want to know, there's a data leak out there somewhere, so you can just fucking spoil yourself if you want. Just don't share your findings, because you will get banned. You will be executed. You won't? All right. Well, don't. All I'll say is don't give the listeners a reason to kill themselves, all right? I don't know about you, but I'd feel guilty if someone died on my account. And I've already killed one person this stream. I gave him the reason? I didn't give him the reason. The person that died earlier, they just posted that out of nowhere. Maybe they were bored. Maybe I was not entertaining them enough. They had to entertain themselves. So I guess I'll take that responsibility. I heard a lot of that comment this weekend. I was playing the Death Note Among Us-like game on PS Plus because it was free on PS Plus. And it was one of the most unhinged multiplayer experiences I've really had in my life. Like, not even, like, it's not even close. There was a 12-year-old child with the name Diddy that was the room host. And then other equal ranges of teenagers. Occasionally an adult, and just the kids just being saying the most horrible things possible. I don't have a hookup to hook up the voice chat to PC. If I do, the thing is if I stream it, like, I'm probably gonna get banned. Because what they were saying is pretty much everything they said was ban-worthy. If I said it, I wouldn't have a streaming career anymore. It would just be over. Oh, I mean, I found it entertaining in a very surreal way. Absolutely. The video would get demonetized on YouTube. It was definitely that bad. What game is it? It's like Death Note something something. It's okay. If you play on PS Plus, just assume the average person is very dumb. And you might consider yourself very smart, but that doesn't help either, because you gotta rely on other people not being dumb, and they are all very dumb. One time, so you get these command cards, right? So there's Kira and L. So these are like two superpowered killers, superpowered survivors. And they get these command cards, which are like special abilities that affect the map. L used a command card where if you walk up to this thing, you could publicly reveal your identity to everyone, right? So if you're a normal investigator, you can let everyone know, hey, I'm definitely safe. You can trust what I say. So I'm walking up to the thing, and right as I walk up to it, I get this message saying, like, the Kira follower disabled it, or Kira disabled the thing. And I saw a guy running away from it. I said, that fucker did it. That guy is suspicious. And so I kept saying, like, yo, this guy's bad. Check this guy out. He's the bad one. And then, like, you know, Light will hit you with the death note. And, you know, you have, like, 10 seconds as your character, like, waddles away as they're going through whatever their death animation is. And so I'm saying, like, get him! He killed me! Definitely he got me! And then, like, in the discussion, people were like, Shepard's dying wish was that we arrest this guy. And then they arrest the guy, and then, like, he had literally nothing on him. No IDs, no death note, no, just nothing. Kaiser Sose, thank you. Just nothing. Just the most innocent person ever. And I was like, I am a dumbass. I am a complete dumbass. He either handed, no, I think at the end I discovered he actually was legitimately just 100% innocent. You know, by the end you'll always know who the killer was. The way it's balanced is there's L, right? It's L, right? And then there's like a ton of investigators, and then you have Kira and then Kira's follower. So out of a lobby of like 10 people, 2 people are bad, and then 8 are good, and then of the 8 good people, there's L. So if Kira can kill L, he wins immediately. Which means if you're L, like you gotta like run the fuck away. Like you can't stay near anyone. Because if they get your ID, like they can just kill you. So you almost as L, like you want to be like hiding in a closet, but then you have to assume that the other people are actually doing their jobs. How many spiders can you kill? If it's anything like the older games, 10. So that's 7 people to take care of like any major emergencies, and people just don't do the objective. Like I don't get it. Because the L gets powers, you know, he gets his command cards. But in like almost every game I play, like he gets 1 and then nothing else. Because either the game is over or people just keep not doing the objectives. They start dying out immediately. The tasks definitely mean something. Like I'm pretty sure he gets good upgrades, but like you would never know. Where My God plays? I mean, I won a couple times. Definitely. But one time, I was playing as Kira, and Diddy was the Kira follower, and he just kept sprinting after me the entire time. And I was like, get the fuck away, man! Get the fuck away! They're gonna know you're my follower! One time we both died, and like, I heard over his microphone, he was like watching on his phone or something about like animal mating rituals, and I was like, yo, Diddy, what the fuck are you watching? And he sounded like almost embarrassed. He was like, oh, they're just showing the animal mating rituals I was really curious about. Definitely peak 12-year-old. That is definitely something a 12-year-old would be watching. If I could find out how to get the audio into my computer from the controller, I would probably stream it. Well, like I said, I would just worry about getting banned. Like that's probably got to be a Discord stream. Just to be honest with you, like I'm very concerned otherwise. I mean, I'm not gonna give 12-year-olds advice on where to find mating rituals. The kid's name was already Diddy. But as long as it wasn't the focus of your stream. I mean, I just don't know what the plausible deniability is. Like, I'm talking with a Twitch moderator, and they're like, "What exactly were you doing? Streaming a game with public lobby chat?" You know what I mean? And I'm like, "Yeah, I don't got no excuses. No excuses." I will try and figure it out. Once I'm in my new place in a week. I'm moving in, what, December 3rd? Or at least I get the place December 3rd. One kid was talking about kissing 8-year-olds. Yeah, I don't know. That's fucked up, man. I don't want to hear that. Like I said, it was overall a fun experience, but part of it might just be the novelty of, like, I'm not used to playing with unhinged public lobbies. I did some public wilds lobbies, and none were really that bad. Well, your audio was bad. And it wasn't even, it was really your Discord settings. And I don't even really blame you. So compared me to Michael Vick, one of the most talented football players of all time that also was into dogfighting. Well, with PS5 now, I mean, you know, you got a microphone built into your controller, and then not only that, it's on by default. Like, it's not even like, you got to turn it off. What am I looking for? Nursilla shears. I was thinking about getting Expert +1. What do you think? The only other thing is, like, I might feel bad broadcasting other people's names and voices over the internet. I don't know what the... I'm assuming it's fine, but, like, is there an ethical quandary of somebody just trying to kick back and play the Death Note game, and then they're becoming other people's entertainment unknowingly? You know, I don't know. I guess you always have to assume you're being streamed now, right? Is it a fair assumption? I mean, that's why I'm asking. I mean, I genuinely don't know. I think there might be a way to hide people's PSN IDs, and you just see their given in-game name, and I think that's fine. What possessed the 12-year-old to set his name to Diddy? We may never know. No, I think part of what makes it so entertaining, Soul Reap, is the random matchmaking experience. That's for half the joy. We got our shear, right? Nope. Where do we get it next? Oh, I mean more like, sorry, but I'm worried about the potential invasion of other people's privacy. You know what I mean? Of them streaming. But like I said, you know, is there the assumption nowadays that you're always online? Oh, I would have to figure out the mod thing to Foodist. I should probably try to re-enable the other mods I had installed. Maybe I'll do that today. You know what? I'll do that while I'm doing my laundry later. Got some laundry I gotta do. Workshop mods work now? Wait, they just turned them on? You're fucking kidding me. No way. Did enough people complain that admin just turned on the switch? Yeah, I think I just got to get a cable, Soul Reap, and plug it into the mic in. I mean, I think everyone's okay with them not working in co-op. You can get the Tinted Rock mod, Specialist Dance, disable curses after killing the boss. What else? I enjoy Death Note. I would never spend money on it. But as a free PS Plus game, it was fine. The thing is like, I'm pretty sure the investigators can talk when they're dead during the investigation mission, investigation segments. So, in theory, if everybody looked at their notes, you should have a very good idea of either who the killer is or who the follower is. And if you can take out the follower right away, and as long as you're L and you don't let anyone grab your ID, you should be all right. Because remember, light or whoever's got the death note can only kill you if they have your ID. Or if you get arrested? I think if you get arrested, they can kill you. 10 people in the lobbies. I gotta double check that. When you get arrested, it says your name is revealed to everyone. So the funny thing is, like, you know, Hero wants to be hiding for a good part of the game because he wants to be scribbling in the death note. And then L wants to be hiding because he doesn't want to get fucking murdered. So it can be pretty easy to convince people that Light is Kira. Or L is Kira. If you have a personal line, you'll get the eyes that reveal the name automatically. Well, as far as I know, that is not an ability in the Death Note game. Or if it is in the game, it's at the very, very end. Maybe if you get Kira's bar all the way up to 10, you get that. Well, if you get the bar all the way up to 10, you automatically win, I guess, actually. The girl gets Shinigami that will fly around people if they've been around a lot of other people that round. So you can more safely take their ID without being immediately obvious. I've not seen Criken's video on it, though, the Office game. Did I get the shear? No. Hopefully you get it in the rewards. We need one. I think that was it. Sheer, right? That goes for you. I think we're finally getting out of our sandbagging phase. We've been in it for a while. Yeah, I don't think there's any more upgrades we can do. What's Critical God? Is that 40%? It's a lot, man. 30%. How much is Crit I plus 1? What does it go? 10, 15, 20, 30? That's weird. All right. Maybe I'll do one more key quest? I don't think we've done any key quests. How long have I been streaming for? Overworking? All right, we'll squeeze one in. Powder Stone. Pink Rathian. Celtis Queen. Rathian. I remember this Pink Rathian quest being pretty hard. Anyone else remember that? That's like a thing, right? Well, we'll bring some flash bombs, I guess. Why not? Did not get very lucky there. Friend struggled with it recently. I think she's tough. Magnus comes early. The Holly Jolly Magnus. Let's see here. Okay to me. Make sure we eat. Defender High is there. I think I'd rather have Defender High than Firestarter. Nice. I wonder what happens if you have demonic protection and defender. I guess they both calculate independently of each other. Demonic blessing is scary, by the way, if you ever end up with that. The whole time you're always like, why am I dying? Dunes at night. Oh. Demonic blessing playthrough? Dude, it's so scary. Supporter of me winning the challenge in Knack. I get it, man. I get it. The duality of man. Jekyll and Knack. It would be really annoying because right now I've got the PlayStation 5 hooked up to the TV. That's where I watch my anime right now. Beat one level in action on the next hell wheel and it's recurring. Just non-stop knacking. When I'm in my new place, which is going to be, and like I said, it's like a week and a half. Maybe 2 weeks at most. Oh, that reminds me. There was this other agent that was really jerking me around. I gotta tell her that we don't have to meet today. I couldn't quite tell if she was incompetent or greedy. Or both. It's possible to be both, right? Oops. Well, I mean, she kept sending me listings that weren't there. And then when we actually went out to look at places, the first place I looked at looked like it hadn't been lived in for like 2 years. And everything was just covered in dust. And then the next place she showed me was like a condo for ants. And I'm like, look, I need enough room for a desk. It was like 27 square meters. It was like micro. What the fuck? How did that not hit her? Rent a pod apartment? I mean, you know, if you were in college and that was your dorm room, you'd be like, fucking sick, man. I got my own place. I got a couch. Yeah, she is scary. Even with a lot of defense, she's kind of scary. This cat's dead. I wish she would fly more so I could try and dunk her more with flash bombs. She's running, I think. She's actually a really good design fight because she plays on all of your expectations of normal Rathian. I'm running back here. I hate that map, man. going this way? Oh, we're going this way. It's fun making full armor sets. You don't see a lot of that nowadays. I'm like on fire, man. Was on fire. I think one of the cats will heal me. Feels kind of like a no. Get one more. Almost! Dude, getting fucking giga trolled by their flashes and heals. They saved my ass, by the way. I have the bed, I'm gonna use it. We're 4 flash bombs down. They used their ult on me there to heal me. She's genuinely probably one of the scarier fights in 4U, isn't she? Trying to get that KO. Turn up below. 4 a.m. Hey, what do you mean you can't sleep? That's the time to wake up. That's when I wake up. I wake up at 4 a.m. now. And I kind of like it. The day feels so long when you wake up at 4 a.m. Well, I mean, I get a lot more sleep than 4 hours. If you're saying you fall asleep and wake up at midnight, that's not enough. Oh, 10 hours is nice. Jen slept for like 10 hours too. Getting cold and dark, so a lot of people are just sleeping a lot. You know, I'm seeing the crit go off quite a lot, actually. we're ever gonna get it, this is it. Thank you, protection. Did I not bring my combo books? Oops. Wait, is Pink Rathian's legs actually weaker than her head? No way. Guess we can try and cut her tail off. And if we can't, we'll just keep it in the legs. Legs 63. I mean, head is still good, but yeah, legs are way better. They're like not even close. 25 dragon. Oh, good enough if you got dual blades, a sword and shield. Treat it like a Seregios. That's an interesting thought experiment. Ocean Valley charge bug, I have no idea. All I know is that this move is like one of the strongest moves in the game for how long it takes to come out. Like, I really don't, I've never bothered to really look up and analyze the bug damage formula. And for you, it's fun making elemental insect waves, not because they're good, but because they feel more balanced. Why'd I keep using it as a wake-up hit? Because I needed red extract anyways. And it's probably stronger than any non-red extract attack. Nice ruby. I don't even know what I would use it for. I always say that, but I don't know what I would use it for. Oh, yeah. Yeah, say, Princess Rapier would always be a good choice. Celtis Queen. Alright. Gonna quit out. YouTube, for a very special treat, I'm gonna sit here and look at Isaac mods before we start the Isaac stream. Hopefully this doesn't screw everything up. Most subscribe. External item descriptions. Enhanced boss bars. That looks fun. Specialist dance for good items. We love that one. Color stat HUD icons. That looks fun. I hit the YouTube Rocks one. What am I looking for here? Most popular. What is the other one I liked? I want to look at Curse. Overcome Curse. Where is it? Can I look at the things that I used to be subscribed to? Maybe I can't find it. I don't want to just remove all curses. Don't use the curse mod, I guess. I'll just live with it. But man, Curse of the Blind is so bad. Overcome curses. Thank you. You just turn them off? Is it bad design? You get some bonuses for them. I think Curse of the Lost is a benefit. You get more rooms. Curse of the Blind is just bad. That is bad design. All right, let's make sure everything is working before we switch everything over. Like, there's nothing about Curse of the Blind that makes the game better. It looks like it's working. Yeah, all right, we gotta kill YouTube. I should probably get that. I'll install that one later too, Albino. But we're in the game now. It's working. All right, goodbye, YouTube. See you soon, YouTube.